Whew, you know what? Really, really hot in here. The heating in my house will not go down.
Is this just because you have all the radiators on? Do you just have them all on high all the time?
I think so,
or?
but there's no way to turn it off. There must be a way, right? Have you got any suggestions?
Big hammer. Big hammer.
Big hammer? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just go to town.
Well, I was hoping that instead of destroying my house with power tools...
okay, go on. I'm not fully convinced, but go on.
No. I was thinking maybe there might be... maybe in the house, in terms of trying to turn the heating down, there might be an opening somewhere.
A window?
When I open it, it'll be very cold.
Oh, okay. Or do you not have like a boiler or something? Get your boiler.
I'm not really sure. I know how to boil an egg. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. To make your house colder.
That's why my house is too warm. I'm boiling too many eggs.
Yeah. You've got some on the go right now, haven't you? I can tell from the look in your eyes.
Yeah.
They call him Leslie
What I'm trying to say is that the best way to take the temperature down in your house is
stop boiling eggs.
Just stop boiling eggs and have a nice cold open. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Chatting Pitch. My name is Leslie. I'm here with my co-host, who can't stop laughing right now.
Might be the worst cold open.
It's our new thing.
Any human has ever made. What, the worst cold open? Every week?
Yeah.
Every week we best for ourselves.
We try and make it even worse than the previous week.
You know what I find a bit distracting at the moment? It's not your cold open, but it's the fact that I can see my reflection in your... You have like a chest of things behind you.
Is that better?
And it looks like I'm one of your collectibles.
Yeah, it's almost like... did you ever watch Game Master back in the 90s where there was this giant floating head who was like, I am the Game Master? You look like that. Because it's slightly warped, a little bit translucent. Yes. Welcome to your doom. If anyone knows the name of that game, please comment below.
Let us know that you are...
Sorry, mate.
Just
What's
like
your
us,
name?
Inspirational.
What is your name, sir?
What's my name? I'm Matthew D. Smith. I'm the co-host of Chatting Pitch.
Amazing.
The only podcast in town that anyone should be listening to, where we review movies and TV shows and occasionally, very rarely, other things. And this week we're going to be talking about Games Master. No, we're going to be talking about something else. And then we might pitch some ideas. Leslie, you've promised me quite a pitch.
Yes.
So I'm waiting for it, but not just yet.
Not just yet. Here's the cold jingle. Jingle jangle. And we're back. Wow, what a great cold opening. So we both watched the movie. You, I think, watched it a couple of weeks ago, potentially.
A week and a bit ago, I reckon.
And I watched it over the weekend. And what is that movie? None other than Popes versus Popes. Pope's Revenge. Right?
I'd love
essentially
that.
What the movie is.
If instead of the room that they go to vote, they just have a big wrestling ring.
100 angry popes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One survivor.
Who will be the Pope?
It's sponsored by me, the Italian stereotype.
So, we both watched a movie called Conclave. Now, I didn't know what conclave meant before watching it, because it's a word that I never came across in all of my years that I have been alive on this earth. Would you care to explain to the audience?
Well, yeah, because I use this word all the time. I'm often saying to people, you going to the conclave? Conclave? Conclave. Yeah, let's conclave it up. So I will explain what it means. So conclave, the setup for the film and the meaning of the word starts when the Pope passes away, and all the cardinals have to get together. They get together, they get sequestered, they're separated from the outside world, and they vote for who's going to be the new pope. And if the wrestling ring isn't put up in time, then they just talk about it. It's a bit like politics, really. A lot of backroom chatting and putting people through tables, just
That's
like
right.
politics.
That's right. So with that in mind, how does that relate to this movie?
What, putting people through tables? Well,
right,
figuratively speaking, Ralph Fiennes has been putting his performances through tables for years. And by that clumsy metaphor, I mean, he's really quite good, isn't he? I don't know about you. I got about like maybe 20 minutes into this film and I realized, oh my goodness, I have been taking him for granted for the past 15, 20 years.
Why?
Well, not. I just want
to because of Voldemort, or because of
No. I've taken him for granted. So I mean, what I mean by that is he's so good in everything that I've seen him in that I'm almost used to it. And then it suddenly dawned on me, he is actually he's
a
fantastic.
bloody great actor.
Yeah. I would say very underrated. Not that this is an example, but underrated in the comedic stuff as well. When he turns up in Bruges for the final third of that, and oh my God, Grand Budapest Hotel.
Yes.
So
he's also very good in that too.
So deadpan and hilarious all through that.
Don't forget about Hail Caesar. What a great scene that was.
Oh my days, yes. Would
did it were to be that simple?
What did it were those jump off your tongue? What did it were so sample?
If anyone hasn't seen Hail Caesar, watch it purely for that one scene with Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah,
it's great.
The whole thing is fantastic. Really belongs with like Burn After Reading and
yes. Yeah, I do like a good Coen Brothers comedy. So moving back to Ralph Fiennes or Ralph Fiennes or however we've joked about it before.
Ralph Fiennes, Ralph Fiennes, yeah.
No, he's.
They took his fish and his god,
and now he must play.
Pope versus Pope.
Pope versus fish. So he plays a Catholic priest who is in the. What is the building that they're in? What is it called?
Pope HQ.
Pope HQ.
Quick,
I want to say
Pope HQ. You get the cross coming at you. No.
It's the Pope's hat.
They have the Pope. Yeah. Well, they have the Pope mobile, and they have everything.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yeah, all these cardinals, these high-level priests, go off to is it the Vatican? Is it the Vatican that they go to?
Yes, the Vatican. So I actually had to look this up because I didn't know whether or not this was a fictional story or a story based on facts around Conclave.
Right.
And it's a fictional story that is based upon that. So none of it actually happened. But they sure as hell make it as accurate as possible, I think. In the inner machinations of how the Catholic Church works with the popes. And it's just quite riveting, isn't it? It's like a mystery thriller.
It's a twiddly finger. It's got a bit of melodrama in there as well.
Yeah.
But not too much. It doesn't turn into a soap opera or anything like that.
I will say that I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie. I will say that it's not particularly a movie that I would usually watch.
Okay.
I'm not very well versed in religion.
Popenomics, it's called.
Popenomics. Great, yeah. So
Pope coin out soon.
I wonder if the Pope will rug you from all your money. That's the term, isn't it? Being rugged.
Being rugged. What does that mean?
It means so recently there has been. It's quite topical actually. Recently there's been this new crypto coin that was launched by a lady who was very famous for an internet meme.
Yes.
I shall not repeat what this meme is because it's very un-PG and I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
However, this particular influencer made a
I know who you mean. It's
currency.
the lady that goes around punching babies.
That's right.
That one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to say because it's PG, so we cannot
allegedly
we cannot confirm or deny if we're talking about the person who goes around punching babies.
Allegedly, the coins are made from the tears of the babies. Just squashed down with a hydraulic press and then
put under immense pressure.
Yeah. And then it's in the shape of a little teardrop.
Baby tear crystals.
Baby teardrop. And every baby tear crystal coin is worth 1 billion baby tear. However, milliliters. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say that one coin is worth 1 billion coins.
Is the best currency around.
Which makes as much sense as digital coinage does to me, anyway.
That's right. Anyway, long story short, it was a big scam, and a bunch of people invested in it. Allegedly. No, it's not even allegedly. I think it...
And people invested in it. Allegedly.
A ton of people invested in it. I think there was at least like 25 million or something like that, and
allegedly.
all gone. Allegedly.
Allegedly all gone. Some time passed, allegedly. And then
I wonder if there's
dropped.
somebody out there who's got the surname Ledley, and you can call your son Alleged. And then their name henceforth will be known as...
So what, they're calling out the register, and their last name is Allegedly.
Yeah.
And their first name is Alan.
Alan Allegedly.
Hey, Allegedly. Allegedly. Are you here, Allegedly? Anyway. I just had a knock on the door.
Go for it.
Excuse me one moment.
I'll entertain. Beep boop. Wow, check it out. Beep boop. Oh, you're all. Thank you, Mike. Beep boop.
Oh, I'm back. Were you doing some more of that? What if his surname was Allegedly stuff?
No, I was mainly just every time the person who delivered you the package made a sound with his little beeper, I was imitating it, going beep boop, beep boop. That was about it.
I don't think we should cut any of that out.
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
So we're talking about the Pope. The Pope's died.
We're talking about, but long story short, with that whole crypto scam. Thing, allegedly, this person has scammed millions and millions of dollars worth of people's investments because they just either they deleted the coin or like it just completely disappeared, and everyone's like, "Oh, where's all the money gone?" And that is, in cryptocurrency terms, is being rugged. So it's like getting a rug pulled underneath you.
Sure.
And everyone is furious, and they want her to go to jail. And I have a feeling she probably didn't mean to do that. I think maybe somebody told her to do it because she was riding off. She was striking the iron while it was hot, trying to milk as much of this internet meme as possible. And then she got into a bit of a sticky situation with crypto people. And I always say, if you don't understand it, don't bother. Don't touch it if you don't get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
don't touch it, you don't get it. That's good health advice. Speaking of being scammed out of millions, the Catholic Church is depicted quite well in this movie. I would say allegedly. I would say it's more allegedly a film about the internal politics of a system that influences so many millions of people, billions of people.
Yeah.
But also his journey of realizing what he wants, because he starts off as a guy who he's not interested in being Pope.
No.
His job is just to organize this group.
And then
here's where you vote, here's where you have your dinner.
Yeah.
Because there's always that one cardinal, isn't there, who's like voting halfway through dinner. I vote for me, and he's like, "You've got your mouth is full of mashed potato. We're clearly at dinner right now." So his job is to stop that from happening.
What's interesting is they have this scene that repeats throughout the movie where it's them counting all the numbers. And it's like Pope Ford, Pope
Cardinal. None of them are Pope. That's the point.
Too soon to be Pope, Mr. Man. I don't remember any of the names apart from Ralph Fiennes' name. Yeah. Cardinal Lawrence. You know what I was confused by at first, because I thought all the are you saying cardinal?
I think so. I think that's what they are. Yeah.
Every cardinal I thought had to be Italian, but that's not the case. I did some research, and it's like and they may have explained that at the beginning, but like it's like a multinational.
Oh yeah, it's a worldwide thing. They've had popes. There's been an English pope, Barry.
See, I don't know that.
Pope Barry the First. Yeah. Oh, he was a real reformer. Cups of tea at mass.
He used to be in a 3-piece band singing funk music.
Yeah.
Who used to go by the name Barry Gibbs, but now he's Barry the Pope.
Barry the First.
Yeah. So all those songs that he sang, Staying Alive, Tragedy, all were just manifestos of his journey to becoming the Pope.
Yeah. If you really look into
stay alive to be able to get there.
To be Pope.
It was a tragedy that he wasn't there.
Because it's so high pitched, you can't really understand a lot of what he's saying. But...
yeah, it's his big teeth he had.
Yeah, big teeth.
Man, he had some perfect big teeth. Did you ever remember? Is Mr. Barry?
Mr. Barry. I've never really noticed his teeth. I'll
huge.
Be honest with you. Yeah,
like horse teeth, but like not in a bad way.
Horse teeth, but in a human head and on a baby's body.
Yeah. What a lad. Anyway, going back to the popes. So yeah, there's that scene that they keep counting, and there's that tension that's built as you're listening to all the things. And I had to get. I mean, I'm sometimes guilty of this because I sometimes struggle to memorize people's names when it's in passing through dialogue. Okay. I'll just forget. Oh, who's this? Who's that? So as they were reading it out, I went on IMDb and just cross-referenced every name that they were talking about. It was like, oh, that cardinal is what's his face, and then I was able to put the name to the face.
Okay.
Did you have any problem with that, or did you know exactly who they were talking about?
I had to remind myself a few times. Like, Cardinal Whimsy. He's
Tenettenbaum, or whatever his name was.
Cardinal Tucci and all that.
Yeah. Stanley Tucci, he's in this movie too.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. He
was
like
that he's halfway between, like he's clearly more politically awake than Ralph Fiennes' character. But he's also trying to think about what is good, what is good and godly, but also how can I realistically win this thing to stop the person I think is awful from winning it? Yeah. And then you've got the guy who shows up partway through, who's the secret cardinal. It's like a reality show, isn't it?
Is the secret cardinal the... is he the guy who was from... who served in the military?
He didn't serve in the military, but he was based in places where Catholics would just not be very welcome.
Yeah. And so that was Afghanistan, wasn't it? I think that's what they said.
Yeah, I think Afghanistan was one place. And there was something where he was made a cardinal in secret. I can't remember what the Latin is.
That's right, yeah.
In secreto, I believe, is the Latin.
Hey, Ralph Fiennes speaks a bit of Italian in this, doesn't he?
He does. He delivers it very well.
And I looked it up, and apparently he doesn't speak Italian. He just had a dialect coach to help him say all the lines as flawless as he possibly could.
Is this what I mean? He's so good.
Yeah.
And he's so good in this.
He just does the job, doesn't he?
He does.
He's very good.
Would you say the film as a whole meets his high bar?
Explain what you mean by high bar, like his top of the range acting chops.
His great performance. Does the film match it?
I would say so, yeah. But then that's kind of like putting me on the spot because I haven't seen a lot of Ralph Fiennes movies. So
Okay.
I've only seen a handful. I'd be hard pressed to tell you what happened in any other Harry Potter movies. Because, quite frankly, went
I
in
think
one ear and out the
Voldemort's
other.
the bad guy, allegedly.
Allegedly. I think he used to be in the back of someone's head, allegedly.
Or he was a backing singer for the Talking Heads. One of those two.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So, I've seen him in Bruges. I've seen him in Grand Budapest Hotel, and I must have seen him in something else. Oh, Hail Caesar. There must have been others, but I don't think I'm well versed enough to really critique his high bar acting.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it would be a moot point if I said yes.
But do you think
I would just assume?
Do you think the film matches his performance in this?
In terms of the quality,
yeah,
I guess so. I guess
Yeah?
so. I haven't actually seen any of who directed this
let me just get the name up.
because I hadn't seen any of his
Edward
other movies
Berger,
before.
who made All Quiet on the Western Front, which got a lot of good reviews. I haven't managed to
Nominated
see
for Best Picture, right? Did it win Best
I
Picture
think
as
so.
well?
It didn't win, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure it was nominated.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, unfortunately.
Okay.
Have you?
No, I haven't managed to catch it yet.
No. But no, he's a good filmmaker. He was able to build tension. He was able to have like it was very straightforward for me in terms of the narrative. I was able to follow most of it, and it's not a hard movie to follow either. Especially given it's almost like they knew most of the audience probably wouldn't know too much about the inner machinations of the Catholic Church.
No, I don't think it digs too deeply.
No.
I don't know if I disagree with you slightly.
I like the
with
bit
the
where
tension, but...
the popes like started, going at each other, poping it up. Yeah, there's a lot of pope envy in this.
Hey, quit poping it up.
Pope it down.
Pope it down there. Pope it down there.
Pipe it up and pope it down.
That's at the Vatican. We've got one slogan. You think it's going to be some sort of Latin? Pope it up and pope it down.
Or it could be
disco ball comes from the ceiling.
Or pipe it down and pope it up.
Oh, pipe it down and pope it up.
Yeah,
that means that's their slogan for when they're praying.
Yeah.
Now, please let us pipe it down and pope it up. Dear God.
Pipe it down, decorum.
Pipe it down, Maximus. Sigum, Maximus. Magnum dark chocolate. Magnum white chocolate. Out now in all good stores. Amen.
What would you give the rating? What's your chatting pitch rating?
I would say that some of it wasn't as tense as I feel it should have been. Mm-hmm. Although I will say the bit with... I won't go into detail because it's a bit of a spoiler. There's an explosion. I will say nothing more about it. And there was a moment where I thought, oh my God, it's actually God. Like that was my...
I think that was the intention.
Yeah.
Right?
And you have that sort of reaction where it doesn't necessarily make sense in the first second after something like that happens.
Wait a second. Are they being all smited right now?
Yeah. Well, when it... Again, I don't want to avoid spoilers, but the moment where it happens is like it could be construed as a sign from above that, don't you be doing this.
Well, we can talk about that in spoilers.
Don't you be poping it up like that. But rating-wise...
it was God saying, pipe it down there.
Why aren't you piping it down and poping it up?
What's your rating?
We would, God, but we don't have any food. Pipe it down and pope it up. What would my rating be? I think it would be a solid chatting pie for me.
I'd probably
Very
go for the same.
decent.
I'd
Yeah.
probably go for the same, Chatting Pie as well. Only because it was a good movie. I liked it, but it wouldn't, like I said, necessarily be a movie that I would tend to go watch. So a lot of the investment within me was lost because of the topic at hand.
Do you mean cardinal vestments?
Do you mean oh, seems like
Do you
Matthew is
mean I've
frozen.
invested in Pope coin and now I'm in too deep and I can't get out?
I don't
Is
know
that what you
enough
mean?
about investments and popes to carry on the joke. So I'm going to take your word for it. Very funny. Good job.
I am in too deep though in Pope coin.
Pope coin.
I'm way too invested in the vestments. I can't get out.
I've lost 1 billion Pope currencies.
Look what I have in my hand, Leslie. 1 billion Pope coins.
Yeah.
Each one more popelier than the last.
If you looked closely during that scene that you were talking about, you could see the tricklings of Pope coin rolling down from the sky.
One gets him in the eye.
Yeah. Let's talk spoilers. Why did this explosion happen?
It was a car bomb, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. There was terrorists happening outside. And it was sort of...
There's them terrorists. That was the... that was the Pope from the Deep South. There's them terrorists that keep trying to stop our popeliness.
That was Cardinal Bucky. Yeah. Them terrorists... I can't do it. I can't do the Deep South.
You tell me what you were going to say, and I'll say
what was I going to say? I was going to say that there was terrorists.
There's terrorists. There you go. There you go.
The only southern accent I can do is that bit in No Country for Old Men. Where the lady goes, big talk.
Big talk.
Big talk.
If you keep talking like that, I'm going to take you out the back and pope you.
Pope it down and pope it up.
or whatever it is we say around here.
So that's happening. There was a moment where I heard the initial bomb that goes off during one of the Pope's press conferences that they had. And
do you reckon when they are doing pre-release when they're editing the film?
Yeah,
because they sometimes put like temp music in and like temporary visual effects.
Oh, you heard some stuff?
Well, no, I was going to say, do you think in movies with explosions, do you think before they've put the explosion sound effect in, they just have a voiceover of bang?
Yeah, or someone just goes explosion,
boom.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, did you think they had temp music in it? That was something on the long lines of, I'm poping up. I want the world to know.
Got to pope it slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my second question.
I'm poping on sunshine. Whoa!
Pope!
It's time to be Pope! Yeah. That's it.
Outstanding.
Conclave the musical.
I did not like the soundtrack for Conclave.
I don't even remember a soundtrack at all.
I found it really distracting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't remember it much. Like, how would you describe the soundtrack?
You know what? I can't even remember what instruments it was that were doing the distracting, but it really was. It was like the music was trying to heighten the tension.
Yeah,
but it was just getting in the way.
Was it a bit too melodramatic?
I guess. But anyway, what were you saying before? It's a movie. Something about Pepperoni.
Yeah, it was a movie. Yeah, there we go. That's it. We talked about Conclave.
Oh, the explosion. The bit with the explosion. You were talking about
no.
that.
All I was going to say was, well, we sidetracked massively there, but all I was going to say was there were explosions earlier on.
Oh, okay.
in the background.
Metaphorical.
And yeah, and then we talked about temp music, and then we talked about Conclave the musical.
Yeah.
And now we're here, and we've discussed the movie. I think that's as much as we have got to say about the movie. And then, cinematography was great as well. There was some really nice artsy shots I saw. Particularly that there was that one scene where they were all walking with their little Pope umbrellas. I thought that was quite a cool shot.
Yeah.
I
liked the shot of the cardinal on his phone before the whole thing started. That was quite nice. Sort of the modern interjection in this really very old-fashioned.
I really liked there was a shot of a bunch of popes just smoking cigarettes outside. I thought that was
like that you just keep referring to them as popes. They're all popes.
Sorry, cardinals. Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's blasphemy if you keep saying it, Leslie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well,
you're going straight to hell.
Call me ignorant, but I couldn't tell the difference between a pope and a pipe. And with that being said, I
couldn't tell the difference between a pope and a poop. Except one's in a funny hat.
Allegedly.
Let's
move on to the next part where we pitch a great movie idea. Cue the mid-break jingle. Bow, 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 bow. So, Matthew the other day sent me a great meme of some guy who I believed looked like he was in prison doing nunchucks.
I don't usually like memes, but this one... this video amused me. Well, it was just a funny concept, wasn't it?
Explain it to me.
It was a guy. Yeah, it looked like it was in prison. It looked like the prison from Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah,
just like real down and dirty and rocky and cold. That would be the worst bit for me. You can't escape. Yeah, but also it's very chilly in here.
Do you think prisons would be better if they just had central heat? Look for the there's too many cold opens in this prison.
There's too many popes in this pope house.
So yeah,
the guy doing a guy doing all these moves with nunchucks, and then there's a real hard cut to a guy dressed as an Italian stereotype, flipping pizza dough around like it's a pair of nunchucks.
And the caption was, what was the caption? When two masters of different crafts meet.
Oh yes, yeah.
And then I looked up. I think I was just scrolling on the internet somewhere, like Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and then I saw a video of something that was so similar to what you sent me, and it was some guy doing kung fu with pizza dough,
right?
Like hitting objects in his backyard, which you thought was some murky swamp of some sort.
It did look like he just traveled to some murky swamp or some building site that he really shouldn't have been on. Or
I believe it was his backyard. He just didn't have any grass, maybe. So yeah, he was doing all that, and I was like, oh, someone's finally did it. They've combined the two arts, and turns out it was the same guy.
Same guy, Best Pizza Man or whatever his name is, something like that.
Which we quite promptly thought, you know what would be great? Pitch this as a movie idea.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of pizza.
Yeah. A conclave to vote for the next Pepperoni.
So I was thinking, how do we relate this to Conclave? Well, what if it was a bunch of pizza guys trying to elect the best pizza guy out there, and he gets so mad that he didn't get voted in.
Oh, so the best pizza deliverer.
He becomes the pizza.
I thought you were going to go with best pizza, but best pizza deliverer.
It could be best pizza, yeah.
They're all there in the voting room. They're all there on mopeds with their pizza box behind them, and then they have to drive up. They have to drive up to the voting thing. Randy.
Chef Randy, 2 points.
They drop it in a pizza box.
Yeah.
There's just like an empty. There's an empty pizza box, or not empty. There's like a slice of like.
No. It's a pizza box with a slot at the top, and they put pepperonis in,
like with the name written on.
Yeah, with the name written.
With the name written on it in like a nduja sauce or something.
And then like when they're counting out the ballots,
the hole is made by the plastic thing that you've put in the middle of the pizza. So there's like a big ceremony at the start of voting where they say some like pizzas, holias, votias, and then they
Vibratos.
like put it into the box, and then
Yeah.
they remove the plastic thing, and there's a hole, and that's where you put your
yeah.
pepperoni vote.
Absolutely.
Ah, perfect.
And then, but they open up, like whoever's like the king chef, he opens up the box,
Yeah.
and he's counting them all up, and he goes, "Who put a mushroom in here? Go on. Which one are you?"
Pineapple. Who put pineapple in here?
That's Chef Bucky, sir.
Get
It's
out
like,
of
I
here.
didn't do that.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing about nobody.
The guy who does the Deep South chef, he's the one who does the Texas barbecue pizza.
Oh, yeah. That people say they don't like, but secretly they do kind of like it.
Speaking of which, what's your favorite pizza? Go on, let's hear it.
Not barbecue sauce. I love barbecue sauce, usually.
I love barbecue sauce.
I just love me some barbecue. You know, the key to doing the stereotypical accent?
Yeah.
The cartoon character, if you will.
Yeah.
Stick your lower jaw out. I don't know why that boy just keeps doing something about something.
I say. Who put this mushroom in here?
Yeah, who put this poop in my poop hat?
Okay, so
my favorite pizza.
Your favorite pizza? Yeah.
My favorite pizza is I have one with nduja, which is a lovely spicy sausage, and roquito peppers.
Oh.
Roquito just gives it a little sweetness. It's very nice.
What was it? Nduja?
Nduja, yeah.
Nduja.
Spelt nduja.
Never heard of
As
that.
in, nduja want this?
It's a type of protein, is it?
Yeah.
And how do you spell that?
It looks a bit. It can look a bit like pepperoni. N''D-U-J-A. It's lovely.
A spicy spreadable pork sausage.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's
I
delicious.
didn't know that even existed. Is that sort of from Italy, is it?
It's very nice. What about you, sir? What do you go for?
Oh, a bit of a controversial one here.
Oh,
Bit of a controversial
he's
one.
not, is he? He's not going to say
No, I'm not
it.
going to. I'm not going to say that.
Go
I'm
on.
actually going to say I like thin crust,
Yeah, definitely.
tomato sauce, right? No cheese, because
Ooh.
that's the Naples Italian way.
Okay.
And here's the controversial bit. Anchovies
Okay.
and truffle oil.
Oof. Okay. Very divisive.
And a little bit of basil on top.
Okay.
Oh, I went to Naples, Italy a couple of years ago. Had that
Yeah.
pizza. Best pizza I've ever had.
Oh,
Hands
okay.
down, best pizza I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I wish I could go back to that place. And I probably will one day. But
Okay.
shout out to that lovely man. And you know what was interesting? We went to so many, I say we, like me and my partner, we went to on holiday in Italy, in Naples. And we went to so many different Italian restaurants. And this guy was just making pizzas in a cube on the side of the street. And it was the cheapest pizza, and it was the best.
Oh, okay.
And they're always the best. It's like, this guy knows what he's doing.
This guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember his name? Do you have it? Was it Chef?
I don't remember his name. No.
What was the Southern guy? Chef Bucky.
Chef Bucky, yeah.
Here, come here. I got genuine Italian. I'm genuine Italian.
No cheese.
Just anchovies.
Lots of it. You can never have too many anchovies. This isn't even the Southern anymore. I don't know what this is. It's a weird cartoon character. Anyway, those are my favorite pieces. Let's get on with the pitch, right? So all these chefs, they're doing a battle.
Are they chefs or are they delivery drivers?
Either or. I mean, like, why would this guy be spinning pizza? Because we need to incorporate the spinning pizza kung fu guy in the storyline.
Okay.
And what I think it is like this guy, he didn't get voted in, so his revenge is to kill every chef.
Yeah.
With his special pizza dough.
So every morning, there's been another incident, and they go to the hotel. The hotel door is open, the room door is open, and there's just a guy splayed over there in like sort of cardinal vestment version of delivery driver, or no, they'll be in chef whites, weren't they? But like really elaborate chef whites.
Yeah.
and he's just got like a piece. He's got like pizza dough all over his face.
Yeah.
He's just lying there.
And he's covered in tomato
Defeated.
sauce, but it's
yeah.
but it's meant to look like blood, but it's just tomato sauce. Yeah,
it's like all over the floor where he's bled out.
And then one of the maybe it could be a pizza detective story where one of the I guess the pizza detectives comes up and like he kneels down with a magnifying glass. He dips the sauce and he licks it a little bit. It's like just what I thought. Double concentrate. He's going that way. And
he's saying there's like a trail afterwards as well. There's like a trail. There's like a trail of like tiny mozzarella balls.
Shredded mozzarella balls. Yeah.
Yeah. You thought we wouldn't find you. But you kept dropping ingredients everywhere you went.
Little hints. Does he have a calling card? Maybe this guy.
Oh. He leaves a business card that says, "Your Pope in 30 minutes or less, or you die."
But how about instead of a business card, it's a napkin?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, from a pizza shop.
Yeah,
it's just got like a little like pizza icon on it.
And then you could have
your
other
Pope
political...
or mine? Did you say? What was it?
No. I don't know. Something like "Your Pope delivered in 30 minutes or less, or you die." But then you could have the political intrigue where you have the pineapple havers versus the pineapple have-nots.
Yeah. Let's. I think you were.
He's too much of a traditionalist. We need a liberal pizza pope who will be happy to put barbecue sauce and pineapple on pizzas.
When you told me, when I told you that my pizza choice was going to be controversial, were you assuming it was going to be ham and pineapple?
I thought you were going to go pineapple, okay. Yeah, which is the conversation that everyone has.
And what's your point of view on that?
I just don't like it.
That's a shame, because I actually do.
What I like less is the conversation that happens whenever anyone orders pizza.
Oh, what's that?
There's always one guy who's like, "Nobody better order pineapple." Blah, 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 blah. And then someone does, and they'll go, "You've ordered pineapple. You're going to hell." Blah 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 blah. And
mate, you need to find some new friends.
Yeah. It's just one guy. He keeps following me around.
He's the pineapple guy. He's a giant pineapple that's walking around. He's got big spiky hair.
He's the troll. He's the troll from previous seasons. And another thing wrong with your pizza pie is not a real pie.
He likes pineapple. He doesn't. Yeah.
Too many men in this Pope movie.
Where's the women? Where's the pineapple?
So what happens in the end? Does he get caught?
I think it's going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to be one of those like they think they catch him, but he actually got away. And
did they get the wrong guy?
They've got you're surrounded, and then they kind of like they have their flash torches and their I guess guns made of pizza dough. I don't know how this works.
No, they're just holding whole salamis.
Yeah.
They're just holding like big salamis in their hand.
Yeah. What is it called? What's your
Nduya ninjas?
Nduyas. Yeah.
We've got him surrounded by Nduya ninjas.
And then they go over, right? They walk up to the silhouette who they thought is the pizza guy. Yeah. And then it's just all dough. It's just a big pizza guy made. Just a big mannequin made of dough.
Like a cutout. Perfect silhouette. This isn't the guy. This isn't even a guy. And
sure. You know how like was it policemen or detectives? They say, "Oh, I've been foiled again."
Yeah.
But instead, they're like
they're actually foiled.
This needs foil, otherwise it's going to go bad.
Well, that's how they stop the detective. He just wakes up and he's wrapped in foil. I'm foiled again. Yeah. And then the camera zooms back and he is actually he's
covered
again.
In foil. Yeah.
And then it becomes a Naked Gun movie.
Yes,
the really whole movie was a
naked. Yeah. Naked dough. So yeah, that's it. And then and then that leads to Pizza 2, Pepperoni's Revenge.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
Pepperoni's revenge.
Pepperoni's revenge. So are all these chefs also doubling as popes then? Like they're in the kitchen with their pope
I guess
hats,
they're pizza popes.
pizza popes. Okay.
So they have chef's hats, but they have the tall ones.
One of them tries to frame another one by saying, "This pope, this pope better not put any pineapple on this pizza."
Blah, 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 blah.
and then somebody, like they're looking at all the pizzas, like to try and grade which pizza is the best, and then they lift it up and it's like, "There's pineapple in this pizza. Who did this?" And it was like, "It wasn't me. I swear.
It wasn't me. No!" And they're dragging him out. No!
Going in
and
pineapple.
you could have when they're counting the votes. You know,
Yeah.
in Conclave, they put them on the little spiky things
Right.
for
Yeah.
each person. And you could just have pepperoni slices being put on a pizza. So whoever has the most pepperoni slices.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say, you know, when they're in the kitchen and they have those spiky things with the receipts, they're just doing that.
Oh, yeah, they could do that. Yeah.
But then,
Oh, so
or maybe they can put the pineapple, the pepperoni on their little spikes.
Yeah, sure.
Anything goes, man. There's so many
Anything
things you can do with
goes.
the kitchen stuff.
Well, there'll be more than one day of voting, so you just have different gags for each day. It's fine.
Yeah, that's it.
It's all good.
And then what happens to all the pizzas at the end? Do they all go like, "All right, dig in"?
Yeah. If they don't vote for a pope,
Yeah.
then you know that they send out the different color smoke to tell
Right.
people like, "Oh, we have a new pope," or like, "Oh, we still need another day."
Yeah. Turns out the smoke coming out of the chimney is just a pizza burning.
They just burn.
Like,
They just burn different ingredients. The Nduja flame. It'll be another day before we get a new pizza pope.
That's it. And you know when they've elected the new pizza pope? You know
They
what
just
happens?
send out meat lovers pizzas to all the crowd outside.
Yeah, and then you know that there's like a bell that rings or whatever. It's like,
Right.
oh, the new postman. Instead of that, it's just, "I'm poping up. I've made my pizza now. I
made
am
my
the pizza pope.
dough.
My name is Pizza Pope." Yeah.
Or they play the pizza delivery music from Spider-Man 2, the video game.
How does that go?
You have to listen to it. To
You
appreciate
had
it.
to be there.
Me doing it by voice. You know which one I mean, right?
No, I have never played it.
Oh,
so I
there
don't
was
know.
there was a mini game. It was based on
okay.
the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2.
Right.
And there was a side quest where you could deliver pizzas, but you had to get there in time.
Oh,
There was
no,
just
I've never heard this.
There was just this insane piece of music. Look it up if you haven't heard it. It's crazy. But anyway, that's what they play.
I'll look it up now. Like, what was it? Spider-Man 2
Just search Spider-Man 2 pizza music, and
to pizza.
the internet shall provide.
theme. Okay. Here we go. Here it is.
That's the one. We have a new pizza pope.
Why is it rising? Why is it getting higher?
Oh, it
you
gets
running
more
out of
intense
time?
as it goes. Yeah, you're running out of time. Yeah.
It's me, the Pizza Pope! Oh, hell, the new Pizza Pope!
Imagine the curtain falls, and he's got the chef's hat on, but instead of just it being blank, it now has a giant pizza on, and that's the pizza pope's hat.
That's the Pizza Pope.
It's fine. I think we'll have to cut.
That.
We'll have
I
to
have
cut
heard
some
that
of that
before.
out for copyright reasons, but
I'm sure it's fine. I
We'll
mean,
do what
like,
we
it was played through a phone, so it should be all right. But yeah, I have heard that song before. I did not know that was from Spider-Man 2.
it's Spider-Man 2. It's pizza time.
Wow.
Anyway, Moana 2.
Moana 2 was all right. Chatting Pitch has been brought to you by Leslie Way and Matthew D. Smith. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to listen to others and maybe even subscribe. You can follow us on the website, formerly known as Twitter.
Listen to us on Spotify or wherever else you listen to podcasts. Leslie and Matthew have their own side hustles as well. Feel free to check out Leslie's YouTube channel or Matthew's Medium blog. Links in the description. If you want anything else, we might have other links in the description if we think of anything interesting to add. Thank you for listening. I love you.